And I've gotten to the point, I mean, I've made them rage quit the game just because they got so angry at what I was saying. And the only reason I insulted them was because they were insulting a friend of mine. But I took it to a much higher level. You know, they might be telling my friend how he sucks, and he's, one time we were playing Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty, and one of my buddies was being cussed at by this guy, and this guy was telling him, you know what, you've never graduated school, you don't have a job, you don't have a girl, all this kind of stuff. So I went all out, and I said, you know what, you probably got that mentality because your parents left you at a very young age. You don't have a life, you don't have a girl, you might have graduated high school, but you're struggling through college because you have nobody to be there for you, to tutor you, to teach you, to help you out, to guide you. And the guy just got so angry, he started yelling at me and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, whoa, 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 hang on a minute, you were talking shit to my buddy, and now you want to talk shit to me? Go ahead, keep talking shit to him, and I'll try to find something else to say to you. But he just didn't want to let up, he was just talking shit to me from now on. Well, so I told him again, you know what, the moment that you find somebody older than you that you can look up to, that can help you out, you will find peace, because you will not be insulting other people. And this is paraphrasing, of course. I was yelling at this guy, so it was probably a lot less thought out. But
yeah, it's probably just like yelling and screaming. And
yeah, but he ended up just leaving. He didn't say anything. He just left the game, and I was like, you know what? That's cool. He was insulting my buddy. He deserved it. But the thing is, people do this on the internet all the time to random people that they don't even know. And I mean, you know, Copper Cap, for instance. Paul, you know all about that guy, the king of the gingers. He was
fuck you. Fucking do not put me in that fucking class. I am such a sexy ginger.
No, you're not in the class, but you know who I'm talking about because I've related
so
you to him before
sexy.
as a joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's insulted all the time, and I realize that he insults other people, and he's a total dick. But it's hard to tell if he's for real or not. And I mean, even if he is for real, why insult him? You know, they really don't know what he's been through or what he's going through. I think he has a mental disability. One of those, whatever they're called, the diseases that cause you to be really angry, really hot-tempered, and just constantly pissed off at the world. Sort of like Tourette's guy. But
well, I'm gonna say this real quick though, and this will be contradictory, but I believe that, you know, cyberbullying has two, like, because I don't believe gaming, to me personally, I don't believe gaming really fits under that, because if you hop on a video game and you take shit, you take shit what they're saying too hard, like actual, man, you shouldn't even like own a computer or a game console in my mind, because you know all you're doing on that video game is just talking shit. You don't know that person, like. To me, that's a separate type of cyberbullying, which I'll be honest, I do when I'm bored, because I'll just like, you know me, shit like Dylan. I'll just be goofing around. I'll be like,
oh yeah, but you don't go as far as to like completely destroy who they are as a person.
No, yeah, true. No, I'm not like a vicious, like I won't like just completely destroy them and make them like cry themselves to sleep. But you know, there's a different cyberbullying, like Facebook and stuff, like. You know, that's kind of different to me compared to gaming, because if you're going on Facebook and you're going on their profile or on their wall or MySpace, like whatever the fuck that's called on MySpace, I forget, and you're just like writing nothing but hate, or like you're like tagging them in like hateful pictures, I'd have to assume, or you know, you're just, you know, basically just doing hateful things to that person. I believe that's different than video games, because you're going like out of your way to just destroy this person.
Right,
like,
and that's a peaceful realm for them. You know, Facebook, you know, it's a friendly thing. It's something that they do with their own life. And video games, you get online to be competitive, to kill other people on Call of Duty, to win, to battle it out. You know, you get on there to be assertive. You don't really get on there just to say, hey guys, this is such a peaceful game and I'm in a peaceful place right now. Let's all be peaceful. No, that's what Facebook is for. That's not what video games is for. Video games, you get on there, you should expect shit talkers. You should just expect it. And if you don't expect it, you know, it's not going to be so amazing to you when you hear it, because you know it's around. You know it's there. Just like you know it's on Facebook, but Facebook, you really expect not to be bullied. You expect to be, you know, treated fairly, because that's a personal page.
Right.
Video games is not personal.
Yeah, it's more of a private. Facebook to me is more private. You know, it's, you know, you have people on there, it's friends.
Right.
You know, and I know some people use that, like they'll have 1,000 friends, which is complete bullshit. I don't know why you'd have that many people, but it's like it's more of a private. You know, you post a picture of your life. Like if you're going out of your way to pick somebody on Facebook, it's like then you're just being hateful. Like video games, that is kind of cyberbullying, but that's not really doing it for me because I've never gone in a video game and then like someone called me like I don't know a butthurt bitch or something, and I cried myself to sleep. No, it's not nothing I'm really gonna over exaggerate about it. And like I said, if you're crying over a video game, like you know, oh my God, they called me a bitch, a pussy, an asshole. You know, then you shouldn't even own anything with fucking internet connection because people will go out of their way just to insult you, just for fun. It's just how it is.
But see, here's the thing. A lot of kids this generation are just now getting involved in the internet. A few months ago, maybe even a year or more ago, this girl committed suicide after her next door neighbor went online and started posting these awful things about her on Facebook. Long story short, she ended up killing herself because her next door neighbor and her mother, not her mother, but her next door neighbor's mother, posted on Facebook, you know, these awful things. I don't know if they posted pictures or just called her a slut and kind of things like that. But she ended up killing herself because of it. And these people, these neighbors, did not even serve jail time for it. But
Right.
they were proven to be the ones that did this, but they didn't serve jail time for it. You know, it was just talking crap online. But the thing is, it really goes far when it's a personal page. You know, you play video games, you play a round in Call of Duty, you leave, you find a new round, and there's no more shit talkers. You know, you can always redeem yourself in another round. You can play a lot better than you did. You can find a new team, you can do whatever you want. But when it comes to real life, you can't get a new life, you can't get new friends, you can't avoid those people. Once those people have insulted you in the presence of your friends, you can't just say, oh, well, you know, disregard what you saw here, let's go play another game, or in this case, another life. That's not going to work. So it's a lot more intense when you're getting insulted on the internet.
Well, to me, okay, like, you know, to me, like, in video games, you can just mute people or just leave the lobby, just like you previously stated.
Right.
Now, okay, I've never heard of this story, so you're going to have to link me after this little commentary we're doing. If the mother joined in on Facebook to start insulting this girl, then, you know what, and I never really say this, like, I say this as a joke, but I'm dead serious. I hope she burns in hell, because that's just fucked up. You know, I'm assuming she was a teenager, right? The girl who, like...
She was 13 years old.
Okay. Oh my... Really? 13 fucking years old.
Yep.
You're a fucking adult. 30, 40, 50, whatever. You're an adult. You're insulting a 13-year-old.
Yep.
You're insulting a 13-year-old with your daughter, who's probably 13, that I'm assuming, because she knows him, who has a teenage mindset. And you're stooping down to your daughter's level to help insult that girl? Are you kidding me? You know what? That's fucked up. Because that woman should serve jail time. It's like, yes, it's verbal, yes, it's on Facebook, but the thing is, with me, it's like if it's like a teen on teen, and I'm not saying it's like innocent or like they don't have anything, but you know, it baffles me that an adult is insulting a child. Like a child. It's just,
and it's hard to tell if it's a pride thing or if it's just she wanted the experience of middle school again or something like that. It was just, it's ridiculous. And I know that she's not the only parent that does this. I mean, I won't name names, but I know some adults that do talk shit about people behind their back, and they talk to other people. You know, they talk inside their family and they talk to their friends shit about people that they don't like, and it's ridiculous. It does not do any good. The only thing that comes from it is harm. The only potential it has is doing harm to others, and it's just it's a negative mindset. It's a negative perspective, a negative outlook. It's not the way to live your life. And for people that do that on the internet, I realize that it's fun because there's no repercussions. You can say whatever the hell you want. It's like a giant ass experiment. But really, you should experiment with porn before you experiment with hurting somebody else. See, experimenting on human beings is one thing that just pisses me off more than anything. I mean, you cannot honestly think that just because it's an internet, just because it's text on a screen, that they're not real people. I mean, back in 05, 06, when I was first getting on the computer and talking to people, my parents swore that everybody I talked to was a computer. They thought, oh man, those are just dangerous computers that you're talking to. I don't want you talking to them. And they really actually told me that I was just talking to these dangerous people, and they never ever called them by name. They never told me, you know what, these people can actually be adults, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I talked to these people on webcam. You know, I knew my risks when I first started getting on the internet because of all the stories I heard. And I would, you know, look at the pictures, talk to them on webcam, make sure they were legit. And I never gave out my personal info, ever. They were just, you know, online friends. But I always thought, you know what, it would be really cool if I met these people in person. Because, you know, that'd be epic, meeting a new friend through this device that I just started using. And these friends, you know, live in different states around the country. I mean, that was big. And when I started getting on MySpace in 2005, it was amazing. You know, all these people from all over the world. You can talk to them whenever you want. It was just, oh man, it was the internet was brand new to me, and I was impressed by it. But my parents and most adults didn't like it. And I don't know if you've noticed, MySpace used to get criticized relentlessly on the news, on websites, all that kind of stuff.
Basically killed it.
Do what?
Basically killed it. Seriously, all the bad publicity MySpace got basically killed it.
Right. And they paved the way for Facebook and social media because they took all the hits. Everybody was criticizing MySpace for catering to all these sex, whatever they call them, you know, all these perverts, all these molesters
pedophiles
and stuff like that. Yeah, pedophiles, all that kind of stuff. But what they, now, I saw a Nightline episode on this or something, and some girl had posted her information publicly on her Facebook page, and she was like 13 or 14, and she met up with this guy. She actually met up with this guy. They went to this park or something, and she was raped, and they blamed MySpace for it. They called MySpace the cause, you know, the culprit. And I mean, for one, if you're foolish enough to give away your information publicly to the internet, which has millions of people just surfing it all the time, then you do not belong on the internet to begin with. Number two, the pedophile who went on MySpace searching for that kind of stuff is the one to blame. The site may allow you to post whatever you want on your About Me, just like Facebook does now, but if you put your information on there and the guy that's searching for it finds it, the site is just, that's, you know, hey, leave me out of this. It doesn't belong in there. And that's really off topic, but, you know, that's MySpace paved the way for social media.
No, I get what you're saying. It's like, you know, these kids, you know, they open themselves up for attacks, and, you know, like I said, you do have to put the ownership on the child and say, you got to take it, like, responsibility, but you also have to have the parents teach them about these certain dangers, because the first thing I was taught was never give anything personal information, none of it. Don't even tell people where you live. It was actually funny, Dylan, I don't know if you remember, because when we first started gaming on PS3, I think it was like COD 4 or something, I wouldn't even tell you where I fucking lived, because I was like, at the time, my parents were like, oh yeah, don't tell them or anything. No, it was Rainbow Six Vegas, actually. No, Rainbow Six Vegas, I was like that. I was like, oh, you know, don't tell them, like, I don't know. And, you know, because I'll be honest, at first in the computer, I was completely new to it, didn't know everything, but I just listened to, like, you know, I read the horror stories like you have at the time, and I was also just very cautious. And it's like, you never put your address out or anything personal. Like, I think it's stupid when people on Twitter or, like, Facebook post and, like, oh, well, I'm going to Applebee's on, like, West Shore, or, like, I'm going, like, oh, I'm home now at my house, and they have, like, their, in the info, they have their address and everything. It's like, yeah, that's basically just asking for somebody to come around and just kill you. It just really is. It's like, yo, here's all the tools you need. Do what you want. Basically what they're setting them up for. And I'm not trying to laugh and be malicious, be vicious about this, but it's just like, you know, come on. You gotta have some common sense for doing this. You should never, ever, ever put out personal information.
Right.
Never do it. Like, I'll tell people I live in Warwick, Rhode Island, and that's about it. I'm not gonna tell you my address unless I know you personally. That's it. I'm not telling you shit. I don't trust you. You should never trust someone fully on the internet unless you've had, because I don't know, because for example, I know me and Dylan, like I live in Rhode Island, Dylan lives in Texas, and I know it's a far distance, but we've been talking to each other on the phone. We've fucking webcam for years, I think, dude. I think it's been like what, like 5-6 years now.
Damn, dude.
Like,
Well, we met in late '07, so.
Oh fuck, dude. Jesus, it doesn't seem that long ago, does it?
4 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, damn, but like it doesn't seem that long. Actually, even 5 now. It's 2012.
Well, yeah, but it's early.
Yeah, true. But like 4 to 5 years. Just gonna say that to one up you, bud. But 4 to 5 years, you know, you shouldn't just like give everybody your information once you meet them. Like, oh, they seem nice. Your webcam, you know, you gotta kind of build the trust level. Like, of course, you're gonna have fights with people when you're younger and you're like kind of a teenager and whatever. That just happens. But don't just like right when you meet a person like, oh, here's my personal info, my cell phone, here's my social security number. And you know what? You might laugh at that, but I've known a personal person close to me, I'm not going to name them, that actually gave their social security number out to somebody. And I'm serious. Really
Wow.
fucking stupid. Yeah, no, really fucking stupid. He's actually, thank God he was a kid at the time. I don't know what he did. I don't know if you can get your social security number changed.
Yeah, you can. You can get a new number for like $5.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you can. But yeah, he had to get it changed. I think it was because it was ridiculous. And I know this is going a little off topic, but this kind of like goes into full circle about bullying. You know, never take something like for face value. Like when people like insult you on Facebook or like MySpace or Twitter, just don't listen to it. Just turn it off. Block them if you have to. If people are just naturally gonna talk shit, that's just how it is. People are always gonna be like try to make themselves feel better than another person. Like,
right.
Like let's say you get a B on a test and they get an A. Like, aha, yeah, I got an A. You're stupid for getting a B. Like something stupid. They always want to be the person that one-ups another person. Like, oh, I feel better. At least I wasn't as terrible as this person, or at least I'm not like this. And it's terrible to think like that, but that's just how human society is today. It's just, everyone wants to one-up each other instead of helping each other out.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, dude, we're drawing to a close here because we're coming up on 40 minutes, and believe it or not, and that's 2 videos worth. So we're gonna go ahead and close it here. For the YouTubers watching this, we will be back very shortly with another commentary. It might be another mini-series. We do not know. But we will be showing you guys some awesome videos. There will be videos of me, videos of Paul, videos of both of us doing work in pubs, things like that. If we get any GBs soon, we'll even include those maybe. But that, we record voices on that, so it's going to be kind of difficult. But yeah, other than that, Paul, any closing remarks?
Well, just basically we've already stated all this, but don't come down to a level where you believe you have to end your life because you're getting bullied. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. And if you're the person like bullying other people, then you need to really reevaluate your life. Is it really like you really have to make yourself feel better by picking on somebody else? And if you have to do that, that is pretty fucking pathetic.
And hey, if anybody is being bullied, go ahead and make a video response, or leave a comment, or send me a message, or something like that, and talk about it. Because if you are being bullied, I mean, I know you don't just want to hear things, you want to be able to communicate both ways. So go for it, just let us know what's going on, and
feel free to hit us up. This is Paul and Dylan signing out for Weapon Gaming.
Peace out, guys.